You told me the family cruise was booked for everyone, I said. Oops, we forgot you had kids, my sister replied from the dock. So I clicked remove cabin access and filed for a full refund. My sister Dawn has been the planner of every family vacation since our parents got older. She picks the dates, picks the location, sends the group chat, and collects the money. This year she picked a 7-day cruise out of Miami. She sent the link in November. The total for all the cabins was just over $19,000. I have 2 kids. My son Eli is 7 and my daughter Nora is 5. Dawn has no kids. My brother Pete has 1 teenager who mostly keeps to himself. Dawn said she'd handle the booking since she found a group rate. Everyone just needed to send their share. I sent $4,200. That covered my cabin and my kids' fees. Dawn confirmed it. You're all set, she texted. I asked 3 separate times if the kids' names were on the passenger list. She said I told you. Everything is handled. We drove to Miami on a Friday. 5-hour drive. Kids were excited. Eli had a little backpack with coloring books. Nora wore her favorite dress because she said she wanted to look nice for the boat. We got to the port. The whole family was there. Mom and dad, Dawn, Pete and his son. Everyone was checking in at the terminal. I walked up to the counter and gave them my name. The woman typed it in. She said I see a booking for 1 adult. No children listed. I said that's wrong. I have 2 kids on this trip. She checked again. There's no record of minors on this reservation. I turned around and looked at Dawn. She was already past the checkpoint with her bag over her shoulder. I called her. She picked up laughing. What? I said the kids aren't on the booking. She went quiet for a second. Then she said, oh, yeah. When I was booking the cabins, I couldn't fit everyone into the group rate, so I had to cut somewhere. I figured your kids could just stay with mom and dad next time. You didn't tell me that. I sent you $4,200. You said everything was handled. She said, I know. I meant to bring it up, but I forgot. Oops, we forgot you had kids, right? I'm sorry. Just come on the cruise yourself and we'll figure out the kids thing later. I was standing in the terminal with Eli holding my hand and Nora pulling on my shirt asking when we could get on the big boat. I said, Dawn, I'm not leaving my kids in a parking lot in Miami. She laughed again. I'm not saying leave them in a parking lot. I'm saying call a friend or get a hotel for the week. You can still come. I hung up. I stood there for a minute. Eli looked up at me. Are we not going, Mommy? I crouched down and told him we were going to do something even better. Then I pulled out my phone. Here's what Dawn didn't think about. She booked everything under one account, but she used my credit card for the group hold. I was the one who put down the $6,500 deposit back in November because Dawn said her card had a limit issue. She paid me back for her share and Pete's share, but the original hold, the one the cruise line had on file, was my card. I logged into the booking portal. I could see every cabin, every passenger, every payment. I removed my cabin. Then I called the cruise line and told them I wanted to dispute the deposit and request a full refund on my card. They started processing it. That refund would pull the deposit out from under the entire group booking. Every cabin. 20 minutes later, my phone rang. It was Dawn. She was screaming. What did you do? Our cabins are flagged. They're saying there's a payment issue. They won't let us board. I said I pulled my deposit. Why would you do that? Because you took my $4,200, cut my kids from the trip, and told me to leave them in Miami. So I took my money back. All of it. She started panicking. You can't do this. Mom and dad are already on the gangway. Pete checked his bags. I said then someone better put down a new deposit in the next 30 minutes or nobody's going anywhere. Dawn screamed at me. You're ruining the whole trip for everyone. You ruined it for me first. I just made it equal. I hung up. I loaded the kids back in the car. Nora asked where we were going. I said the beach. We drove to Key West instead. I booked a hotel on the water with a pool. We spent 4 days eating shrimp and building sandcastles and jumping waves. It cost me $1,100. The cruise cost them $3,400 more than planned. My card stays in my wallet and my kids stay with me.